Hey All-Stars, it's Mr. Justin, and we are here in the kitchen because today is the first of three, count them, three ramen upgrade challenges. So today we are going to start with something I like to call souped up ramen. For this challenge you will need 2 cups of water, a slice of cheese, a single egg, some spinach, some deli meat. I use turkey, but ham is probably the best for this. Now these items are optional. I use some sweet peppers because I didn't have any jalapenos, but if you like it spicy, use that. Green onion and cilantro. And then you cannot forget the most important ingredient, which is the instant ramen. In terms of cooking utensils, you really only need a saucepan, a fork, unless you have something bigger to reduce the risk of burning yourself. For the vegetables you have to chop up, you can do most by hand. If you have jalapenos or serrano peppers, you may want to use a knife so you do not get that over your hands. For the sake of speed, I used a knife to fine dice the green onion and the sweet peppers. Always be careful when cutting vegetables or using anything with a knife. Slower is better. This is fast forward motion, so I definitely was not moving this fast. And as always, remember to wash your hands before handling any of your food. After prepping your food, the first step is to boil water. So take the 2 cups of water, put it on the stove in the saucepan, and put it on high until it comes to a boil. You know it's at a boil when you see the little bubbles rise at a rapid rate. So when that happens, you're going to put in your ramen, and you will either look at your watch or clock in the kitchen or set a timer for 2 minutes. After about a minute, maybe even 45 seconds, the ramen should start to be soft enough that you can break it up. So using the fork, or better yet, if you have a longer utensil, start breaking up the ramen so it can cook evenly within the pan. When the 2 minutes are up, you are going to lower it to about half heat. On my stove, that's a 5 out of 10. So once the heat's lowered, we're going to start adding some more ingredients. The first ingredient we add after we reduce the heat is the cheese. Now this slice of cheese is going to turn it into a creamier broth. If you just make regular ramen, you know the broth is very soupy and laden with the seasoning. So this cheese helps to make it a creamier broth. After that, we will add our packet of seasoning to help give it that special ramen flavor. And then we will mix that together for the remaining minute. Once the timer goes off, we're going to add 1 more minute for the final ingredients. So we will add our egg. After the egg, we're going to add our spinach and peppers. One thing to note about the spinach, it looks like a lot, but it is going to wilt down into very smaller pieces. So once we get all of our vegetables in there, the peppers and the spinach, we'll stir it around, and for the remainder of that last minute, that should be enough to melt the spinach. You should notice by now that the broth has become a little creamy and a little bit thicker than you're used to when you make your regular ramen. When it's done, you're going to turn off the timer, turn off the heat, and then add the deli meat. So fancy ramen places use pork belly, that's why we can use ham or any other deli meat to help give it that authentic taste. Once that's all done, it just needs the finishing touches. So we'll put our ramen into a bowl. Be careful, it's very hot, don't let it splash on you. And then we add our final 2 topping ingredients. I use cilantro and green onion. You could use anything from crunched up peanuts to hot sauce, whatever you want on there. But all that together, we now have created a very souped up ramen. I mean, look at that. Eggs, peppers, spinach, this thing's got it all. We made some high-class restaurant food today. I hope you enjoy it. And if you want to share what you made, tag us on Instagram at ASAS North Texas.